Today is August 7th. Today's quote is entitled, "Light Someone's Candle." Sometimes another devotee's light starts going out, and you might be the very person who can rekindle it into a flame. You might not always think you can or should do much, but often a few words of sympathy or encouragement, even to a devotee you don't know or don't know well, can make a huge difference in their lives. So we've talked about appreciation before, and I've just noticed that sometimes when we appreciate someone, it helps them tremendously. We do an exercise where the devotees all appreciate one another, and then what they share after the exercise is that often devotees share, some of them, that they didn't actually realize that people notice what they're doing in the temple. They didn't really know that anyone cared. They didn't really know that anyone appreciated them. And one of the human needs is to feel that you are valuable, that what you're doing makes a difference, that your life has some meaning to help others. So if you tell somebody, "I really appreciate what you did," or I really feel that others appreciate what you're doing, that can make such a huge difference, because it's such a deep human need to know that my life has some value. And we see that Prabhupada did this often. He would often write devotees that, "I'm very pleased with what you're doing." It gives them value. It doesn't cause them to become proud, but it makes them feel that their service is of use. Otherwise, if you feel that you have no value in what you're doing and nobody cares, you can become quite discouraged or depressed. Or, "Why should I continue doing this? Nobody cares." How do you know nobody cares? Well, nobody told you. It doesn't mean nobody cares. It's just that nobody told you. So when you tell a devotee, "I appreciate what you're doing," in some way you express some kind of gratitude or encouragement that, "I think you should continue with this. You're really good at this. I think others really like what you're doing," and so forth. It can make a huge difference in their inspiration, in their sense of commitment to service, and even to sadhana, just to know that what they're doing has some value. So that's how appreciation works. It connects with one of the most basic human needs, which is just to be of service, to be of value, to know that what I'm doing is making a difference for someone, that some devotees are pleased, or my spiritual master is pleased, or Krishna is pleased. As often Prabhupada said, if you can please Krishna, what more would you want? So for a devotee to know that my service is pleasing to Krishna, what more could you want to know? One time Prabhupada called the head pujari, and he told her, "I'm very happy with what you're doing, and continue in this way, and in this life, in this way you'll go back to Godhead in this life." So you can imagine if you were that pujari, how you'd be feeling, how gratified you'd feel that all the service, all the sacrifice, all the austerity I've been doing is worthwhile, and my spiritual master appreciates it. So it's a very big thing for the devotee, but a very little thing for us to just say, "I really appreciate the way you dress the deities. It really inspires me. I really appreciate your cooking. I really appreciated that class. I really appreciate your mood in kirtan. It really inspires me." Things like that. It doesn't take much for us to do it, but it can make huge differences for the devotees that we share that with. So consider that, and when you find somebody doing something, catch them doing something nice and let them know. It will really help them, and it will upgrade the culture within our temples or projects. Hare Krishna.